Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SoFlo Soccer Channel. My name is Matt. Inter Miami draw against the Chicago Fire. 0-0, scoreless draw in what was to be a pretty boring, I would say bad, honestly, a pretty underwhelming performance, a very offensively quiet performance, and honestly, just very disappointing. It was a very, very disappointing result. This is a game that I think with the talent that we have, we should have at least won the game. Pretty or not pretty. There was already a lot of comments just from the get-go of this of this stream, so I appreciate that. I welcome everybody in. Luca, Neptune, Natalia, Bert Miranda. We're gonna get to those comments in a second, but before we get in there, I just want to say honestly, this could have been anybody's game. Inter Miami could have easily lost this game. We could have easily won this game. Messi hit the post twice. We had some questionable performances by some players, which we'll get to in a second. And this was a Chicago team that was very compact, very structured. They played very narrow. They really wanted us to force, or they really wanted to force us wide. And for some reason, we just didn't want to go wide certain times. Like there were some times where we just didn't want to build the play out wide. The only times where we really stretched it out was one is when we were forced to, and two is when we played like long balls and things like that, which almost never really worked because they were expecting it. But anyways, let's get to the chat, and then we'll continue on with the starting 11 and then the breakdown of the game. Natalia just says blah, essentially summing up the game for herself. Ustadi saved this today. I mean, shout out to Ustadi. With the clean sheet, I think he had a total of seven saves for Ustadi. So a really good performance from him. And if it wasn't for him, we'd probably concede at least 2 goals today. I'm not gonna lie to you. Team needs to get better. Kremaski, Redondo, Aviles had so much time until now and still not even 5% better. If Messi doesn't go in the middle, he's getting no good pass. Still Messi dependencia. And Suarez can't score if he gets one good pass in all games. Segovia and Ashinde not good today. Allen and Lujan were good. Oh, damn. You gave us a whole breakdown, Luca. Segovia and Ashinde not good. Allen and Lujan were good. Busquets was good. Just created not so much because he needs one more good player around him. Grimalski and Redondo are not right now. Aviles was better. Still too much passing back, which almost costed us a goal. And Aviles didn't do too much. Suarez should have been subbed. I 100% agree, Miranda. Allen was good, but he needs to get even better. In Barca, Suarez gets 10 chances in the game and scores maybe 2. Attackers need to get chances in plate. Would love to have seen Gressel today. That's a great comment from that team. I would have loved to see Gressel today. Too bad he can't even land on the bench now. Yeah, it really sucks. It really sucks how first it was scoreless. That's one thing. That's something that you really don't expect from this very just stacked Inter Miami team. It's just a scoreless draw. That's something that just doesn't happen. And I'm trying to make this a little bit brighter for you guys, but so walking away without scoring a goal is very demotivating, and walking away with a very out of form Suarez, a very out of form Telasco Segovia, a still struggling Redondo, a struggling Kremaki. It just wasn't good. I felt like there was just no, I don't want to say adaptation, because I feel like when I talked about this in the LA game, I said that we needed to be ready to adapt to the situation, and we needed to go out and really want to win this game, and that didn't look like the case today. Like we looked off, we looked like it was completely switched off, a very opposite mentality, a very opposite approach to the LA game. Obviously, Messi still had a pretty good game. He had a couple of opportunities himself. He still was putting in passes. Like I said, Suarez was very quiet. Let's get into the starting 11. I don't know why I'm even talking about this. Let's get into the starting 11. And this is what it looked like. We had Telasco, Suarez, and Messi up top. Redondo, Busi, Cremashi in the midfield. Allen, Falcon, Aviles, Lujan as the back 4. And then Ustadi in goal. I want to start. Let's just start with the offense, I think, because the offense is just the main talking point. Normally I start with the defense, but we need to talk about the offense. Suarez, like I've said, struggling form. He's been doing this for like at least 5 games now, where he had, I think, 2 very crucial opportunities in front of net I think one of them being literally handed to him on a silver platter, and he can't even put it on target. And it's very, very worrying to me because and the opportunity I'm talking about is I forget, it was some point in the first half. I think it was like in the 30th minute. Ustadi puts a great ball to Noah Allen, left wing. Nobody expected it. He was all by himself. Noah Allen maybe took a touch, and then Luis Suarez was left all by himself in the middle of the box. And then Suarez completely skies it over the crossbar, ruining an opportunity there. And he had a similar one, I believe, in the second half where he just like completely hit it like wide or something, or he like slowed down and turned away. Like he looks allergic to shooting. Like he looks alert, like he's allergic to scoring goals. And it's not the Suarez that we're used to. I don't like talking smack on Suarez. I don't like the Suarez hate um, and this and that. But we need to be holding Suarez accountable for his actions. We need to be holding him accountable for the performances that he's been putting recently with this team, because it's quite honestly very unacceptable for his standard, for his level of play. His level of play is completely dropped from earlier in the season, from last year. Definitely, he was one of the top goal scorers last year, and it was around this time where he was really scoring and or like really adapting. He was really Now it's like we could barely see him. I saw him dribble once this game. I saw him maybe put a pass or two, but his passes were bad. His shooting was bad. His positioning was very questionable. He was just kind of whatever, wherever. It's not the Suarez that we're used to watching. Delasco Segovia is very the problem with Delasco Segovia is the fact that even though like on his heat map right here, it shows him primarily in the wider areas. I felt like he was very central, and like he didn't allow us to play wide. Like he would like drift into like around here and maybe even play cam, and then like it would be Noah Allen that would be getting into those wider areas. Excuse me, which is fine, which is totally fine, but like it didn't help us at all. Like we needed somebody like Tadeo Ashinde. We needed a second striker. Like we needed Ashinde, maybe an Obando, maybe Fafa. We needed somebody like that on the field over at Telasco Segovia. Telasco Segovia is a great midfielder. He's a great cam. He roams. He goes centrally. Maybe he could play a shadow striker. Not, I don't know. Like probably not. But like we needed a striker. Like we needed another striker alongside of Suarez. Suarez cannot continue to play by himself up top, and Messi's not his partner. Like Messi's roaming. Like we can't have Messi and Velasco roam. Like we can't do that, because then Messi's the actual creator. Like Messi, when Messi's roaming, like if Messi's not playing, sorry, if Messi's not playing, then Delasco can do whatever the hell he wants. Delasco can play like Messi, roam, try to be the playmaker, try to be the creator, try to do whatever, put the passes in behind, whatever. But if Messi's on the field, like we need a striker. Like we need another striker, because Messi's gonna feed Suarez. He's gonna feed Jordi Alba. He's gonna feed whoever. Fafa, Ashende. He's gonna feed, like Messi was feeding Ashende long balls. Messi was feeding Jordi Alba long balls when they were subbed in. Like that's what Messi was doing in the second half when those guys got subbed in. But when we have players like Telasco Segovia and even a Benja Cremaschi, with no disrespect to Benja Cremaschi, I love Benja Cremaschi. He was trying his very best, but he just wasn't a threat. He wasn't a threat at all, and he wasn't helping us offensively. Even though his heat map shows that he was getting pretty high up here, like what did he really do? And I say this with all the respect in the world, because I love Cremaschi. I love like I think I think he's good. I think he's a good player, but like I'm surprised he didn't get subbed off. I'm really surprised that Telasco got subbed off the minute that he did. It should have been earlier, and I'm surprised that Cremaschi played the whole 90 minutes. It's going to be very difficult for me to see Cremaschi play another 90 minutes, like for this team in general. Like I don't see Cremaschi after this performance. I don't see Cremaschi playing another 90 minutes. Yes, he was getting up and down the field and whatever, but he didn't provide anything offensively. And then it's the same thing with Redondo. I mean, like now I'm moving into the midfield. Same thing with Redondo, not really providing any offensive. Like it's like, why are you there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's great that you guys are getting into your spots and your positions and this and that, but it's like you're not doing anything. It's like in reality, you're not really doing anything. You're just filling a hole. I don't know if I'm being harsh on that. Let me read you guys the comments before I continue further on. Um, Le Pew says Mascherano deserves jail time for no wingers is a shame. Um, this was a disgrace to football. This was worse than when Tata or never was around. This is crazy. That's a bold statement from Brad. The whole team needs to be fine. Don't get me started on Suarez. What was the game plan? Pass the ball back during the 90 minutes. We need to. That was, oh my God, that was another thing. Lujan, the team passed, or it was Lujan when the referee blew the whistle. But Lujan passed the ball back. Like we had a corner kick, we were passing it around. So I'm like, okay, let's fucking switch it. Let's cross it in from here on this right side. And then Lujan passes it back to the midfield, to the center circle, and then the referee blows a whistle. I'm like, you can't pass the ball back, man. It's the 92nd minute. He's about to blow the whistle. This is our last opportunity. You can't pass the ball back. Force it forward. Like you have to put it in the box. So that really, really pissed me off. Javier did notice early in the moment of space, Allen was leaving in first half. Thoughts on Jordy starting on the bench? I didn't mind. I didn't mind Jordy not playing. I didn't think Noah Allen did bad. I thought Noah Allen played fine. But there was just no support. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought Noah Allen getting forward, being like a Jordi Alba, I thought did really good. And then on defense, I thought he did fine as well. I thought there was almost nothing wrong with Noah Allen's game. But he was just doing it on his own. It was like he's not Jordi. Like respect to him, but he's not Jordi Alba. Like he was doing well, getting up here and trying to provide passes and whatever. But there's only so much that Noah Allen can do. And I felt like he could have used another winger. Like he could have used some help. But Gramasi and Segovia just passed the ball back. They're not wingers. What is up with the line today? I felt maybe they were winded from the LAFC game. And that's what a failed opportunity for Obando and Baltasar to play. I really thought I really truly believe that Obando should have saw the pitch tonight. I thought Tadeo Ashende probably should have started. I don't know, man. Like, because I can understand him from a Tadeo because he just coming off an injury, but he played in the LAFC game. I don't know, man. Messi can't be the only creative player. Let me see. I'm trying to. There's a lot of comments, so I'm going to try to read it through before I can continue. Maxi Falcone is Sergio Ramos of Real Madrid. Maxi Falcone played a really good game. Kramashi is the new Gressel. No. What? Dude, I would have rather seen Gressel play. I would have rather seen Gressel play on that right wing. I would have much rather, and somebody here mentioned it too. I'd much rather see Gressel play on that right wing today than what we saw. It's just we need somebody out of the creative Busquets and Messi. Okay, anyway, look. How else can I say this? We rotated that. We should have played Gressel. If it wasn't Gressel, we should have played Tadeo Ashende, Fafa, and I don't even think Robert Taylor was available for selection. Did he even travel with the team? No, he didn't even travel with the team. We should have played Fafa. Like, I don't understand why we didn't play Fafa. We should have played Fafa. We should have seen Alan Obando. 1,000% we should have seen Alan Obando. And then we should have seen Tadeo Ashende. I would have loved to see, instead of Kremashi, it would have been Tadeo, Fafa, Tadeo on the left. And then I would have loved to see maybe Obando come on for a tired Fafa or a tired Tadeo to give Suarez a little bit more support. Because Tadeo would have given Suarez that support. Fafa would have given that speed, that quick speediness, width that we needed. Neither player gave us that. And it really, really killed the game because all Chicago did was force us out wide, and we couldn't do anything about it. We literally and Lujan. Let's go to the defense because we talked about the midfield and the offense now. Lujan played bad. It is what it is. Like Lujan didn't do anything. Like, and that's why he played bad. Like he wasn't productive at all. I thought Aviles had a pretty good game. It was just an average game. I thought Maxi had a really, really good game. Aviles, the one thing that stood out to me with Aviles was that one misplaced pass that he gave Falcon, which almost led to a goal, but he recovered it really well. And there was still a shot on goal after that, but it was saved and then it went out for a corner kick. But I thought Aviles did really, really well. I thought Falcon did well. I thought Allen did well. And then Ustari, I would give him man of the match because if it wasn't Ustari, we were losing that game 1000%. Messi missed 8 chances in today's game. Don't always blame Suarez because he's the only number 9 for our team. I know, but sometimes I'm not putting all the blame on Suarez. I'm not doing that at all. But I'm saying the opportunity that Suarez was given, like he had 2 like one-on-one opportunities that he could have easily put away for of a player of his caliber. For a player of his caliber, he should have been able to put those away. Or at least get him on target. Like because he's not even getting them on target, which is what really, really concerns me, right? If he shoots and it gets blocked and it's a great shot, then sure, like so be it. Like there's literally nothing else you could do about that. But for him to not be able to at least put it on target is very, very concerning. And that's why I said we needed players like Tadeo. We needed another number 9 up there. We needed another forward that could help Suarez centrally. Suarez, and I'm going to continue to say it until it happens. Suarez is our target forward, our deep lying forward. Like he can't. Like I don't want him to play as a poacher. Like he can't be just like sitting up there and like waiting for balls to be put in. Like he needs to come in deeper, hold up the back line, and then wait for a run from Tadeo Ashende. For him to get the pace, for him to run to break through the defense, and then either Tadeo would shoot or he puts the cut back into Suarez where he should be waiting either around the penalty spot. Like that's exactly how it should go. It's easier said than done. But I don't know. It's a very, very disappointing result in general. It was a very terrible game offensively. And honestly, we could have easily lost this game. I mean, shout out to Chicago for playing the way they did because they easily could have beat us today. So they're probably a little bit frustrated on that. Like Bamba, I think Bamba could have scored. Zinkernagel could have scored. Gutierrez, like I don't think he played that good to be honest. I mean, like he had a couple of opportunities, and then he got subbed off, but like it wasn't really anything crazy. Terran was all over Messi. Like this guy was just putting his hand all over Messi. This guy's like what 6'2"? Yeah, he's 6'2". And he was grabbing Messi, like pushing Messi. Like this guy was literally all over Messi. So yeah, I mean, we just couldn't compete. We couldn't compete, and I don't know. And like I said, at the end of the day, like the result doesn't completely matter, right? Because it's MLS. It's MLS regular season. You know, long term doesn't really matter, but it's just like you still want the team to play well. Like you know what I'm saying? You still want the team to play well. You still want them to give it their all. And after that, it's like very, very difficult not to be upset. And Suarez's place, not sure if Obando would have done better. Oh, I'm not saying that Obando would have like scored a hat trick or something. Like I'm not saying that. Like, but I think Obando would have provided some support to Suarez. Like he could have at least had somebody there. Like it's like starting Suarez and Campana. Like Suarez needs a partner. Like he can't be up there on his own. And yeah, it could be Messi. Yeah, it could be Velasco, but Velasco's not doing the job, and Messi's just providing. Like if Messi's sitting on the edge of the box, like let me show you guys this image here. If Messi's sitting, let's say we're at the goal, right, and Messi's sitting up here, and Suarez is over here. Oh my gosh! But like Suarez is somewhere in the area here. We need somebody else there because Delasco's like over here. Delasco's he's not getting into the box. Delasco's sitting out here. Noah Allen's sitting out here. We have Cremashi's not in the box. He's over here. Nobody's in the box. Nobody's in the box except for Suarez, and he's probably like over here somewhere. But we need another player in the box, and that could be Obando, or that could be another 9 like Ashende, or maybe even Fafa. Fafa would probably play a little bit more wide, but Tadeo Ashende would have been perfect. And because they're going to be all over Suarez. The defenders are going to be in the box. They're going to be all over Suarez and Messi. And if Delasco's chilling up here with Messi, like who else is going to be, like someone could be open here because Messi's going to be baiting, Suarez is going to be baiting and trying to move away the defender for somebody to be open. And nobody could have got open because everybody was just coming towards Messi. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Like this is just simply my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but that's how I see it. Like I think that Suarez needs a partner. He needs another striker up there that isn't Messi. He needs somebody else that can get into the box. I think it could have been Obando. Obando could have at least had the opportunity to show what he could do. Tadeo Ashende should have gotten more minutes tonight. I don't know. It could have been. I don't know. It literally could have been anybody. And then like we just weren't able to produce. Messi, I heard what? How many opportunities did we say Messi had? Messi had like what? Messi had 2 shots on target, 2 were off target, 1 was blocked. He had 5. No, he had 2 successful dribbles. He hit the post twice. He had 4 accurate long balls. He won 8 out of 12 duels, ground duels. I mean, like, I don't know. Suarez had what? Here, let me show you this. Suarez had 1 shot off target, which was the shot I think the shot that Noah Allen had, or from the Noah Allen pass. Other than that, like how many total shots did he have? Like that's it. That was his only shot of the game, which is crazy because like he's definitely been in front of goal multiple times with the ball. And this was the one opportunity that he had, and he completely skied it. I mean, this was right before the half. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Obando is not ready. I mean, you're never ready until you actually get into the game, right? Unfortunately, not a good connection between Messi and Suarez, who started really saved Miami a few times. Is there a weird reason why Mascherano is tilting towards Lujan instead of Frey? Zero clue. Could be rest. It could be rotation. I really hope that Mascherano doesn't believe that Lujan could be our starting right back. I like really hope he doesn't think that way. Mascherano is not that stupid, or he's not stupid. Um, we all know Ian Frey should be our starting right back. I think everybody knows that. I think Mascherano knows that. Maybe he could be doing what Tata would do, which is like just resting Frey a lot more because of his injury history. Because don't forget, like Ian Frey literally like what tore his ACL like 3 times or whatever, like or whatever the injuries were. Like he got, I think it was 3 back-to-back long-term injuries, preventing him from literally getting any minutes up until now. Like this is the most amount of minutes that Ian Frey has had in the last like 3-4 years of playing with Inter Miami because of his injury. So maybe he's just trying to play it safe with him. I honestly would have rather seen Cello play today than Lujan, because Lujan is literally just like another center back in my opinion. Um, I would have rather seen Chelo. I would have rather seen Fafa. I don't know. Suarez is your Iron Man. He needs a war machine beside it. But Vancouver is no joke. They're way better than LAFC. They play with so much energy, and they're not sure where they'll be able to keep up. Yeah. So I highly doubt that, because this was like the definition of Greg Berhalter ball with the Chicago team. Like very structured, very like one way type of play. Like they didn't change the way that they played at all. And it was like pure reaction. And Vancouver is going to be, I feel like, the complete opposite of that. Vancouver beat Austin 5-1. Like that is not normal. Like that, Austin are not a bad team from like looking from the outside in, like just purely looking at the table and the standings and whatnot. Austin, I feel like Austin are not a bad team in the West Conference. I'm gonna look at where they're at in the Western Conference. They're currently now 6th with that loss. They're currently now 6th with that loss, but I think before that they were like 2nd. So they're not a bad team. I feel like they're not a bad team here. Let's look at that game really quick, because I feel that's the only game that like kind of matters right now. Vancouver right here. Or let's just look at the like this lineup. This is how they lined it up. So Vancouver like lines up like this, with White getting 4 goals, Sabi, Rios. We have Cubas here, Priso, Vice. I mean, like this is going to be this is going to be a very, very threatening Vancouver team. And if we played anything like we played today, then we're gonna be in trouble. We still have a game against Columbus this Saturday away from home as well. It's just gonna be like, and Columbus is Columbus. Like we still gotta you still have to really, really prepare for Columbus. Columbus, I believe, they're not um I feel like if I remember correctly, I don't think they're doing the best this season. Actually, no, they're in sixth place in the MLS standings. They are currently. Are they playing currently? No, they beat Montreal. Okay. Yeah, no. So it's gonna be tough. They're currently sixth in the. Is this the Eastern Conference? No. Can I see where they are in the Eastern Conference? They're currently fourth in the Eastern Conference. So they're right behind us, but we are also a game in hand. So I don't know. I know what you guys think. Playing Suarez 90 minutes is the biggest mistake. Mascherano have no game plan. We don't use a lot of wings because we don't have a lot of big players. This is why we play more midfield, not so much on the flanks. But we need to play, like, we can't. Everybody knows that, though. Like, all the teams know that we want to play through the middle. And it's really killing us, the fact that we can't seem to create anything on the width. We can't seem to, which is like not, it's not completely true. Like, I feel like we can put balls in behind with Noah Allen, with Jordi Alba, with Fafa Pico. We just actually have to play them. It's really killing us if we only go through the middle and have just no other plan. I don't know. Abando should have gotten at least 15 minutes today. Vancouver just gave 5 goals to Austin. I hope Frey starts our next match versus Columbus. Mascherano played stupid today. Mascherano's great. Defense is not 20 times better, but he's focused more on defense. We're on the road to a Vancouver match. No, yes. Vancouver, we play Vancouver away first. So honestly, I don't think we don't have another home game until, I think it's until the 26th. No, 26 or 27. I think, the 27 against Dallas. Like, that's our next home game. And then after that, we have the home leg against Vancouver again. So we're just gonna be on the road the whole time. That we'll get 30 plus goals at least in the first 10 matches, and then we would get more. Mascherano doing great. Chicago play the same as the LAFC play in the first leg, the defending and pressing, and but that's how teams are gonna play against us. They're just gonna play defensively. They're gonna play compact. They're gonna be structured, and that's how literally every single team played us up until like so far. Like, that's how every single team in the MLS has played us. Compact, forcing us out wide, not letting it, not like really, really, really like playing narrow and not allowing anybody like low blocks. They're forcing long balls. Like, that's exactly how we do it. Next, we have against the Crew. To be fair, Sorensen does not have any superstars in this team and has probably an easier job than Mascherano. Suarez has not scored in the previous 9 games. That's what I'm saying on East, bro. That's literally what I'm saying. The Crew is down a goal against St. Louis. Or are they actually? Yeah, because it says that they're live, but it doesn't say that they're playing a game. Like, it doesn't. St. Louis. Oh, yeah, St. Louis. Yeah, they're currently 15 minutes into that game. Boom. Yeah, they're currently playing St. Louis 15 minutes into that game. They still have Rossi. They still have Nagby. They still have Farsi. They still have Moreira. They still have Patrick Schulte. Yeah, I mean, they have Gazdag. So, yeah, I mean, like, we'll go through that in the Columbus preview, but who cares where who cares where Columbus, Miami can't be even mid-team? I said like 10 times already, we need technical winger to break defense. One like Suarez and Ashende with Yusuf Karamashi is a disaster. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with the Ashende part. Ashende can be helpful. Ashende is just coming off of an injury. So Ashende can be useful. Ashende was great when he started. Like, the first game that he ever played for us was shaky, remember, in front of like 30,000 people, 50,000 people, whatever it was, in Mexico. But then after that, he was very, very reliable. He was getting into those half spaces. He was putting in shots on target. He was scoring goals. Now that he missed 3 games, He missed like 2 or so like a couple of weeks. He has to get back and he has to get back to sharpness. So hopefully we can see some more minutes from him this Saturday. I don't want to see I just don't want to see Gramashi play. We need to see what we can do with Fafa. I want to see Fafa back into the lineup. I want to see Ashinde into the lineup. I want to see Baltasar in this lineup. I want to see Obando get more minutes. Like we need players like that. I genuinely believe that we need players like that. We don't need Redondo. We need Busi and Bright in the midfield. That's it. That's all we need in the midfield is Busi and Bright. Baltasar can help in the midfield as well if you play him. So if you play him, you'll get help in the midfield. So put Baltasar on the right. On the left, play Tadeo Ashende. He'll play as a second striker. We'll have Messi play as like a cam, as like a roaming cam. Him and Suarez will rotate between that. And that's it. Like that's and then like the back four would be Jordi, Noah Allen, Maxi Falcon, and either Ian Frey or Chilla, whoever you decide to pick, and with Ustari in that. Like that's our best starting 11 that we can possibly put out there. And I'm predicting that Baltasar would do good on that right wing because he could provide as that central mid support. He's played central mid. He's played like center mid / cam for Racing. He's played a deeper role before. So it's like, why can't he do it again? Like he can play in that. He can play in it with like, we already have Bushi and Bright who can play lower. Like they can play lower, like deeper. And then Baltasar could just play right above him. And then like with Messi up there, it's fine. Like, I don't know. It's stupid. It's very, very stupid. Obando didn't even come in. Mascherano need to stop playing Segovia. I hate the fact that I don't like talking trash on Segovia because Segovia, if you guys remember, like he was good. Like he was really, really good. He started off hot. He was on fire. And he has just been asleep these last couple of games. I don't know what this slump is, but we have like Telasco Segovia could be doing a lot more. He could be providing a lot more, but he really, really doesn't. Like there's something in my eye. I think it's like an eyelash. Oh my gosh. But look, and notice how in the second half, we were definitely a lot more threatening. We were definitely a lot more threatening in the second half with the substitutions that we made with Tadeo Ashende, right? Like with Tadeo Ashende, who else came on? Yannick Bright honestly played better, and then obviously with Jordi Alba, who came on for Toto, it gave us another offensive player, a little bit more offensive than Noah Allen. Like Noah Allen will never be as offensive as Jordi Alba. I don't think any left back would be as offensive as crazy as Jordi Alba because Jordi Alba essentially plays left wing the whole game, and then he actually makes the recovery back. So it's like if we want to win games, we have to play like that. And I feel like if we play any other way, like how we play today, it's just not going to work. It's literally not going to work with Telasco Segovia, with Benja Gramashi, with Redondo, with Lujan. It's just not going to work. Damn, the emotes don't come out for some reason. Like I can't put it up, which sucks, but it's awesome, bro. You're repping the badge, you're repping the emotes. I love it. I love it. Appreciate you, EJ. Big problem. Nobody have the ball, has the ball, the make creative passes, only drop deeper, but then nobody's on top. Put Baltasar, lower Messi, and then he could pass. That's exactly what I said. This channel is all about making negative comments on the team when they lose or tie. Not really. We're just very critical. Like we care about our team. We're critical about this team. I've been following this team for the last 5 years, and when we win, I talk about how good we play. When we don't win, when we play bad, I talk about how bad we played and how we didn't win, and what we need to do to win. This is pure analysis. This is pure opinions. This is passion. This is literally what football is about. This is what soccer is about. It's still backing your team, being critical in the points where you need to be critical, and then because at the end of the day, like if I'm wrong, I'm gonna hold my hands up and be like I'm wrong. Like if like Suarez could score a hat trick, like I could say Suarez plays really, really bad. He deserves to get benched. He deserves to be sold, whatever. And then like he could score a hat trick in the next game, and then I'll hold my hands up. But if Suarez doesn't score in 9 games, and I'm like, oh, we need some, and I'm saying, oh, Suarez needs help up top, like with another striker, like I feel like that's not a bad thing to say. When I'm saying Telosco Segovia has been in a rut, it's not a bad thing to say because it's true. Like I'm pointing out facts here. Like the most of these things that I'm pointing out are just pure facts. Velasco Segovia being in a rut, Suarez needing help up top, Redondo's not being the midfielder that we need. Like, we prefer Bright. Kermashi didn't play the game that we prefer to play, like prefer him to play. Lujan didn't create width. Lujan didn't really do anything offensively for us. Noah Allen played great. Falcon played great. Toto played great. Ustadi was man of the match because if it wasn't for him, they would have scored. We would have lost. This is me being constructive. This is constructive criticism that I'm giving for this team. And I'm not afraid to say something that, even if it isn't constructive, but so it is what it is. But yeah, it's like I literally don't mean anything negative by it. Like, I want this team to play their 100% every single game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want this team to give it their best. I know that they're trying their hardest, and as fans, we have the right to be critical towards the team that we're passionate about, to the teams that we support, and as players, they have the right to, they have to play their game, and it is what it is. So, I mean, at the end of the day, not to get too repetitive, but at the end of the day, not the best performance that we wanted. If we look at the bigger picture, it doesn't really affect us in the table. It's not going to really affect us. I mean, like if we look at the bigger picture, none of it is really matters, right? Like, because MLS regular season is just like, it is what it is. But hopefully we can learn a couple of things from this game. Like, hopefully the team can learn a little bit from this game, structure wise, tactics wise, etc. And hopefully we can really, really bounce back for this game against Columbus. I think it'll give us good momentum, good mojo going into the game for next week. Because then after this game on Saturday, we have that whole week break. So we have the rest of this week to prepare for Saturday. And then after Saturday, we have all of next week to prepare for the 26th, or the 27th, which is great. Oh, no. Well, no, we have Champions League or Champions Cup. I think it's on the Wednesday of next week. So we'll have a couple of days rest. So I'm honestly, I'm expecting a full rest against Columbus. Like, because we're really gonna have to play our full starters Wednesday. So it's like, I'm expecting a lot of rotational minutes and or limited amount of minutes on Saturday against Columbus. But we'll talk about that when we get closer to the date. But anyway, Inter Miami finish against Chicago as a scoreless draw. Still no goal from Suarez, and it's just kind of back to the drawing board. We're gonna prepare for a game against Columbus. We're gonna prepare with a preview the day before, I believe. I should be fine doing it the day before. But yeah, it is what it is. Scoreless draw. It's not the end of the world. But hopefully we can get out of this rut, or hopefully we can see our players get out of this rut that they've been in recently, like Redondo, like Telasco, like Suarez, like Benja, etc. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the SoFlo Soccer channel, tuning into this live, participating in the conversation, leaving your opinions, leaving your comments down below, because that is what really this live discussion is all about. The live discussion is for everybody to bring their opinions. We talk about them. We give constructive criticism. We talk about the team, and then we just and we move on. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see you guys for the preview against Columbus. I'll see you guys then. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and hopefully we can get a more positive result next time. All right, take care, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. See you guys later.
¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo.